Folks, I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters and the Pathfinder School, and I've had quite a few questions in this trapping series about what I carry out on the trap line in my trap basket, things like that. So one thing to remember is that a trap basket is a good option, especially if you're using some type of four-wheeler, side-by-side, row-con, whatever it is you're using that's vehicular, even a canoe, to run your trap line, because you can carry emergency items in the pack basket, and then you can remove those items and use the pack basket to carry traps, away from your vehicle a few hundred yards or 100 yards, and then come back, or also carry game back to your vehicle or your conveyance of some sort. And that's really kind of the way I use a trap basket on my trap line. What I do is, first of all, I carry a canteen set with me. This is the new prototype titanium canteen set that we'll be offering at Self-Reliance Outfitters in the next 4 months. So I'm not going to really go over that with you today, but it's a canteen set with 4 pieces in the canteen set, filter on one side and a couple fire starting implements on the other side. And this just goes over my shoulder and I can carry that on the trap line as I go. Now, as far as a pack basket goes, if you've got a basket, splint basket, instead of just a solid piece of ABS, like a wooden pack basket or one of these pack baskets from Loring Outdoors, then you have splint spaces in there that you can actually attach pouches to with plastic PALS clips that you can get from places like 511. You can attach pouches to the outside if you want something to hold lures and scents and things like that, which is what I use my pouch for. So that's the things that I keep in this pouch, just lures and scents I'm going to use on the trail. Now, I also have a spare knife here, a more Ball, great food processing, game processing skinning knife, and I keep that on the outside attached to the multi-mount system, and it's just on there with a couple zip ties, again, through the basket splints. So it works really, really well for that. It makes the pack basket as versatile as your military style packs with MOLLE all over them, because each one of these splints becomes a MOLLE strap in essence, okay? So on the inside of the pack, 2 main implements here that are loose are my axe and my saw. Trapper's best friend. Something I can cut steaks with, something I can pound steaks with. Real simple. Then I have a 30-liter bag inside the pack basket, and that's where the majority of my stuff is kept for emergencies and things like that in trap line use. And then in the bottom of the pack basket, I keep a skinning gambrel in case I'm far enough out that I want to just skin the game and not carry it out. And I have done that before in the past. Skin it, take the meat that I want, put that in the pack basket, and leave the carcass. I've done that several times. And then all of that goes back inside the pack basket, so it can be removed to use the pack basket to carry traps, to carry animals, things like that. Or it can be placed inside if I'm walking the trap line, or if I'm walking a longer way away from the vehicle where I might need some of these other items. We'll talk about what items are in this bag right now. Okay, so in this bag, got my knee on my bucket lid here. In this bag, I have essentials for the trap line, as well as essentials in what could become an emergency scenario if that were to happen. I've got a shelter tarp. I have an emergency bivvy. And remember, I also have ways to start fire and disinfect groundwater resources here. I have a 1-pound roll of bank line. I have a nice long chunk of rope here. Again, this can be used for things like getting my four-wheeler unstuck. It can also be used for hoisting larger game and things like that with the gambrel if I need to. The Ruger 22 Wrangler that we talked about in a couple videos ago, just a single shot 22 revolver, great trap line gun. One meal from Stowaway Gourmet. This is bison beer black bean chili. It's my favorite. I carry it in case I want lunch out on the trap line. Very easy just to heat water, cook it in the pouch. I always carry a pair of optics with me. Just a small pair of Nikon Avalons are really good for checking traps off in the distance, like on pipelines and things like that, where you don't want to approach the set if you don't have to. This makes it much easier. And I have used a drone this year as well for some of that. I have a ditty bag. We'll go over that in just a second. Just a shard of cotton material, 1 utility rope, a true skinning knife, a Mora 510, probably my absolute favorite skinning knife for the trap line. I've got it on a neck lanyard so that if I'm actually standing still and skinning game, not walking through the woods, I can throw that thing on my neck and get to it really, really easy. And that's the contents of that bag, other than the ditty bag. And the ditty bag is where kind of my nuts and bolts and collection of stuff that I don't want just floating around loose is. I've got my lead lenser headlamp in a soft pouch here. This is the MH8, I believe it is. It's got red, green, and blue lenses. It has an adjustment here on the front to concentrate the beam. It's got high lumens. It runs on AA's, or it's rechargeable on a brick. All of that stuff makes it definitely worth the carry, in my opinion, because I can carry spare batteries for it in case it runs out in my ditty bag, and I have those as well. I have 4 AA's in the glow-in-the-dark storage thing. Small roll of duct tape. Charging cable for my headlamp, because sometimes I do carry a brick, and I carry a hand warmer that I've been testing a lot lately. We'll talk about in another video. That is actually a 9,000 milliamp charging device as well as a hand warmer. I have the belt clip for my cans ball in case I want to walk away from my pack basket with it. A cigarette lighter in a Bic lighter in an Exotac waterproof. Some waterproof matches, Exotac again. An Exotac ferrocerium rod with storage in the handle for something like a mini Inferno or a Tinder Quick, and then it's got some duct tape wrapped around it as well, and a screw-in replaceable large ferro rod. And that's kind of one of the things I like about this piece of gear from Exotac, is that you can actually replace the ferro rod. Not that you're ever going to wear it out if you're only using it for emergencies, but it is replaceable. And then I just carry some coffee, coffee for the trail while I'm out there, and then 1 box of 22 caliber shells. Again, compatible with my Ruger or compatible with my M6 Scout. Whether I'm using the 22 long rifle over 410 or the 22 long rifle over the 410 over 357 Magnum, I can use adapters if I have to make that ammunition adaptable for the trap line. That's pretty much it. I mean, I've got emergency gear in case I were to get stuck out there, a little bit of stuff to help me out with first aid if I need it, and then things that I can disinfect groundwater resources with, things that will help me skin game and that type of stuff. So that's pretty much the contents of this bag. And again, it just drops down inside the pack basket, makes it really convenient. I can take it out, put it in as needed. It makes things really, really simple that way. All right, guys, well, I appreciate you joining me for a video today. Real quick out here on the trap line of kind of the kit that I'm carrying on the trap line. And if you are interested in it, you can tell me in the comments, but we can also go over some of those things that I carry in my side-by-side, but it's mostly trapping related equipment and spare gasoline. But again, comment, and I will definitely go through that with you on another video in this series. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. I thank you for everything you do for our school, for our family, and for our business. All of our sponsors, instructors, affiliates, and friends. And I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, and a great New Year. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks.